Hey, what's up? My name's Jeremy and this is going to be SilverC Review. Kind of wanted to make a podcast slash video. I don't know what I'm going to turn it into yet. I've never done anything like this, so it'll be progression and hopefully I'll get better at it. And I know I'm kind of dark right now, but hopefully the background looks cool. And all these will be out in nature because I'm nervous enough as it is, and this is where I'm most comfortable. So it'll be kind of a different scenery every time. I'll go through how I feel about a movie I just watched. Originally I was going to do like movies that were new to me and newer movies, but I think it would be kind of weird since it'll be kind of relevant movies. And I'm also going to try not to edit anything because I'm not good at that, so you'll hear all this random stuff. But anyways, unless it's a recommendation that someone wants to hear me talk about, it'll be just movies that are within the last year or two. And I will also have a no spoilers recommendation on a movie. I'll just give a general overview, why I like it. I'll also do a random joke and a quote, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And I kind of want to make this because this is going to be an introduction video, of course, so hopefully my other videos will get straight to the point. But on this one, I see a lot of podcasts and reviews and stuff, and the people know a lot about cinema. They know a lot about the actors and directors. They know all the things the actors have starred in, all the things the directors have done. They have a good mindset to break down the philosophy of the movie and the major points of the movie and all that stuff. And then there's me. I love watching movies, but I miss the obvious things. Plot points go over my head, meanings whiz by me, CGI all looks the same to me. Like the Star Wars movie, when I saw Princess Leia as a younger version, obviously I knew that couldn't be possible, so I looked it up, and then I found out that people are mad because they CGI'd another guy that's been dead, and I didn't even know he was CGI. I mean, I hear things brought up all the time that I just don't even notice. It looks alright to me. I guess I'm just average or below average or whatever you want to call it. And I never know actors' names unless they're huge, and even then, I rarely know it. And sometimes I have to look up what the movie was even about that I just watched. Like Mother? Yeah, no, had no clue what was going on until I looked up the meaning of it. And I just feel like it's a unique perspective to see a movie each time and just go in it completely blind. I mean, I see movie trailers, I have a general understanding, but I don't know, I just thought I'd share it. So, I've already told you what this is going to be about. I'm going to give you some insights into me. My favorite movie production companies are Studio Ghibli, Marvel, Pixar, and Disney. So you can kind of see I'm probably going to be biased towards animated movies, but hopefully not. I'll do lots of non-animated movies, of course, because there's not enough of just animated movies. So I want to run through some of the recent movies that have come out that I've seen, so that way you can kind of gain perspective into what I like and what I don't like. Lady Bird, didn't really care for it, 3 out of 10. Columbus, 3 out of 10. Get Out was okay, not a big fan, 4 out of 10. Last Jedi I liked. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I felt like it didn't have quite enough action, and I kind of assumed that it would only be the big Star Wars fans that would like it, and then come to find out it's the big Star Wars fans that don't like it. I don't know. See, that's another thing that whizzed by me. Like, it was completely the opposite of what I thought it would be. Florida Project, I hated. I want my time back from watching that movie. It got all these great reviews, and I couldn't stand it. The whole time, I didn't like it. I don't know, it just felt like it was bad parenting through the whole thing. And then at the end, that little scene where they're running to Disneyland or whatever, and like, I don't know how they even got by the gate, and it felt like it was being filmed by a high schooler or something, probably like this. And I forgot to mention, though, anyone that's listening to this, there is a video version of this as well. That's why I'm talking about that. So anyways, hopefully you've already caught on to that by now. Let's move on. Wonder Woman, excellent, 9 out of 10. It was really, really good, liked it. Blade Runner, it was okay, decent action movie, 5 out of 10. 3 Billboards, it was alright. It was worth my time watching it, 4 out of 10. Logan, didn't really care for it. I like him, but I really like the X-Men movies, but I don't like his solo movies, so I'd say 3 out of 10 on that one. Baby Driver, I mean, it was really neat, the technique they used, but half the time I couldn't even catch on that they were doing the scene to music, so I'd say 3 out of 10. Thor Ragnarok, probably my favorite movie of the year of 2017. 10 out of 10, hilarious. Actually, I was kind of angry they put in so many jokes, but none of them were cheesy. They were all just spot on. So I really liked that movie. What else? The Disaster Artist, 4 out of 10. I liked the previous movie that they were basing it on. So The Room. So I liked it too. War of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know. Did I say Disaster Artist? 4 out of 10. War of the Planet of the Apes. It was okay. Action movie. 4 out of 10. Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought it was going to be better. Give it a 4 out of 10. Mother! Exclamation point. It was okay. 3 out of 10. If I had known what it was going to be about prior to, maybe it would have been slightly better, but I doubt it, because I had to look it up and then it all made sense. Coco, excellent, 9 out of 10. Definitely got torn up in that last scene. It was alright, 4 out of 10. I didn't like the ending to it, and I felt like the movie just kind of changed at the end. I didn't care for it. Justice League, it was alright, 5 out of 10. Decent action, better than the other ones, other DC movies right now, besides Wonder Woman. Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. Of course, I love Marvel, but it was great, funny, action, 9 out of 10. Okja, great, 6 out of 10, good storyline. I liked the bond between the girl and the creature. John Wick, it's okay, action movie, 5 out of 10. I'm not as big of a fan of it as other people are, but it's still good. I'll still watch it. Lego Batman, it was pretty good. A lot of people thought it was hilarious. I thought it was pretty funny. 5 out of 10 for an animation. Definitely I would watch it several more times. Beauty and the Beast, big Disney fan, and I do like the fact that they kept the songs consistent. A lot of times when they remake movies, they don't do that, but I probably give it a 4 out of 10. It Comes at Night, that was stupid. I didn't really understand what was going on. It didn't really explain a whole lot, 2 out of 10. Your Name, animation, excellent. I don't know what I could say about that movie. It was really good. I'd probably have to rewatch it and make notes on it, but I'd definitely recommend watching that one. And A Silent Voice, or The Shape of Voice, another Japanese animation, excellent, 8 out of 10. That movie actually destroyed me emotionally, more than any other movie I've seen in a long time, but it was still really good, and it had a good theme going through it and everything like that. So, wanted to put in a disclaimer. I won't vocalize this every single video, but I will put it in the comments. When I do the jokes and the puns and stuff, those aren't actually created by me. They're all stuff I've found online throughout the years. I keep track of stuff, or I keep a list of it, but I don't ever cite sources or anything like that. So just know I don't have credit for them. It's just I feel like I share part of my perspective by sharing the jokes that I pick. So they're not mine, but they're picked by me. What else? I hate IMDb ratings, and I hate Rotten Tomato ratings, and it just doesn't seem to, none of them mesh with how I see things and how I see movies. Like, I can watch a trailer and generally, rarely I'll see a trailer and it just doesn't make sense compared to the movie, but for the most part I can see a trailer and tell if I'm going to like the movie or not. Whereas a rating, it seems like on IMDb they'll give a high rating to a family movie and a low rating to an action movie, and I feel like they're biased, and this is why I'm making this, because I don't agree with any of that stuff. And I'm also rarely right, not very knowledgeable, as you can tell, and of course I'm so nervous I can't even talk right now, so there's that. So feel free to, maybe if you listen to this, you'll just like to see an average person with no knowledge of cinema, even though I've seen a million movies, and just to gain a new perspective, if nothing else. But so the first movie, we'll get into the first part of this that I want to talk about, and previous later podcast, I guess, or videos will be starting about right here. I'll just go straight into the movie, and then we'll go into the recommendation, and then jokes and puns and stuff like that. And I was going to show a picture of the movie, and this will probably work better in later videos because I'll have it prepared, which I do not now, so it's going to be awkward listening to me while I look on my phone, get a picture of this. Oh, look, My paper has been caught by the wind. And I don't know if you're even going to be able to see this in the video. Maybe I'll be able to edit like a little picture beside me at some point. But anyway, so we're looking at a ghost story. You see that? That's the cover to a ghost story. And I actually don't even know where my frame is on my camera because usually I just take pictures and not videos. So anyways, a ghost story, yay! Let's talk about a ghost story. Spoilers ahead, spoiler warning, whatever you need. I'm going to go talk about the movie, so I'm going to assume that you have already seen it. So, just going through kind of chronologically the pie eating scene, I thought that was stupid and annoying, and it just lasted forever. Like, I like jokes that go on forever like that, but it wasn't a joke. I guess it was trying to convey emotion, and it was just not doing it very well to me. I did like how it tied back to the beginning with the piano scene, and how after he goes through the entire thing, it's him at the piano. I thought that was pretty cool. When she's laying on the ground and she reaches out and almost touches him, that was really cool. I liked it. I couldn't understand why he could all of a sudden move objects, though, kind of like a poltergeist or something, and why he was even doing it in the first place. Like, I know he didn't want other people in the house, but why that family? Why just all of a sudden? And why could the kids see him? I didn't understand that either. It just didn't make sense. The ghost across from him was pretty weird. Thought it was strange how they destroyed both houses at the same time, but it looked like they were only destroying just those two houses. I mean, I don't know, it just didn't make sense. I guess if they were using the ghost to try to describe the universe that they're in, that whenever the ghosts figure out that whatever they're doing is pointless, or they find what they're doing, they just disappear, which, I mean, the ghost technically I never found. He just decided to go away, so that was weird. I didn't get the party scene with that old guy that was mostly bald, and everyone else seemed young around him, and he's spouting the end of the world, and everything is meaningless, which I hate that anyways. Like, even if everything is meaningless, that means go out and be happy. Like, I hate negative perspectives on stuff like that. And even if it makes sense, there's always got to be a way to be positive about it. It seemed weird that residential area could become a massive city. Like, I can understand them kind of building a big building there, but when it shows him in the building, it is just a huge city, and it didn't feel like, even if a ton of time had gone by, it didn't feel like that much time had gone by. Like, that was weird seeing that. And it was kind of weird how he could suddenly time travel when he killed himself. Like, when he woke up after trying to kill himself. And also, why did he not just disappear like the other ghosts? Like, when he realized that whatever he was searching for wasn't going to be there, he should have just disappeared. But instead, he kills himself and time travels? I thought that was weird. And it was also not a very far time travel. Like, he didn't go back to, like, dinosaurs or cavemen or anything like that, just like the Pilgrims. And he watched the one family get killed. And then suddenly he was in his house. Like, I mean, I kind of understand what they were doing, but I feel like that was just kind of skipped over or kind of rushed, and I didn't really care for it that much. What else? Oh, I thought it was stupid that he was in an endless cycle now. Like, I mean, he saw himself, and I know he disappears shortly after he sees himself, but that still means that he's in a constant cycle, because he's the one that did the piano, and the scratchy noises and stuff like that, so, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what purpose that serves, that he's, like, I don't know if his consciousness is going to be connected to the other ghosts, or is it going to be like a endless cycle of torture, or he just doesn't know he's in an endless cycle, or I don't know, it gets complicated. And, so my final overview of the movie, it was worth my time watching it. There was a lot I didn't like, but I didn't overly hate it. I'd say I'd give it a 3 out of 10, and the, movie recommendation section that I'm going to do, it is called The Man from Earth. It is a 2007 movie, and the description that I'm just going to read is, it's an impromptu goodbye party for John that becomes a mysterious interrogation after he reveals to his colleagues he has a longer and stranger past than they can imagine. It's a super interesting movie that's shot mainly inside of one room, kind of like The Room, but not really. And I don't know, it's actually very similar to The Room, but it's not a bad movie. It's a very interesting movie because the things he talks about. Trying not to give any spoilers here. He talks about how he's lived longer than a normal human has lived, and then the people he's gathered there, because he's a professor, I think, the people he's gathered there are also intellectuals, so they kind of go through trying to either debunk him or see if he's crazy or if he's trying to play a joke on them or what's going on. And it's just very interesting, the conversation they have between each other and how they just can't seem to... He's got a correct or a proper answer for every question they've got. And then at the end there's a little twist, and it doesn't make or break the movie. It is interesting. I wish they would have continued on, which actually I think they made another one in 2017 that's supposed to be terrible. I don't know, I need to look that up. When I was looking at the year on this one, I saw that there was another one out there. I don't know if it's related to it at all. It would have been nice if they'd made a sequel to it. But definitely recommend go and check it out. I think it'll keep you entertained for the entire time. And so we're gonna do... Usually I'm gonna do jokes first, but I need to do this app on my phone, so we're gonna do... Oh, I forgot! The Man from Earth. That's what the movie poster looks like, if you can see this again. If not, I'm just wasting my time holding my phone up towards the camera. And I'm like moving it around, trying to figure out where my frame is, because I have no clue. It's also kind of cold out here, so if you can hear it in my voice, my legs are shaking, because I should have a heavier coat on. And anyways, so the motivational quotes, I've got a ton of them, so I'm actually going to do 2 each time, and 2 jokes as well. And motivational quote this time, the first one's going to be, if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. So, hey, guess what? I'm doing something I've never done, but I don't know what I'm searching for. Who knows? Get out there and look. And the other one is, maybe it won't work out, but maybe seeing if it does will be the best adventure ever. Both of them kind of based on what I'm doing now. You should be able to see that I try to live my life based on quotes that I find. They may not be right, but they are the best way I've found to guide my life, and I think it can help other people too. So there you go. And the jokes. My friend Philip lost his lip in an accident the other day, so now we just call him Phil. Didn't work. I'll get better at that, I promise. And let's see. The new movie, I don't know if you guys have heard about, where Liam Neeson rescues the wrong woman. It's called Mistaken. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Okay. So, hopefully it recorded this whole thing, because I don't have any way of knowing, and I don't do videos very often, but that's it for now. The next movie I will be talking about is Dinner with Beatrice. I did not like it at all, so get ready for that. And also, like I said, there's the video and audio version of this, and I will be taking recommendations, so any movies you want to hear about, let me know. And if I've already seen it, I'll just kind of toss it in there and give you a few things that I thought about it. And what else? We'll see what happens. Take care. Oh, this is awkward.